not the usual face you know, but he's got reviews and he's ready to go. It's Stand In and Deliver.
I'm Simon, and this is another episode of Stand In and Deliver, honest reviews, borrowed platform. Grim's having another day off, so I'm digging through another title from his more politically charged back catalogue. Today we're looking at Activate, a modern techno-thriller RPG built on the Fate system. This second edition updates the premise for a world of surveillance states, corporate overreach, and digital resistance. Think Mr. Robot meets Burn Notice with a little snow crash lurking in the code. Activate is a game about a decentralized network of anti-authoritarian agents, activists and dissidents brought together by a hidden app and a shared desire to fight back. You don't play heroes, you play experts. You take on missions, sometimes legally and sometimes not, to tip the scales against governments, corporations and systemic rot. Mechanically, it uses Fate as its base, but it strips out advancements and adds mission-based, rotating characters drawn from a shared dossier. You don't level up, you don't survive forever. The goal isn't character progression, it's impact. Let's talk about what works well in this game. The world building is sharp and scathing. It presents a near future that feels uncomfortably like our own. Surveillance capitalism, creeping fascism, and weaponized media. But instead of despair, it offers action. Players are encouraged to engage with real-world topics through fictional lenses. It's gritty, current, and thematically coherent. Every session is a mission. You build a cell from a shared pool of pre-built characters, all experts in their field. This means anyone can pick up and play any character. It also means death and failure are on the table. The game treats characters as tools for change, not vessels for arcane power progression. It's very clean and focused. Activate leans into realism with its gear. There's tables for improvised tech, black market 3D printed weapons, nano drones, encrypted satellite phones, and DIY surveillance hacks. Each comes with game effects and plausible real-world function. If you're into cyberpunk with its boots on the ground, this really hits the mark. This is a politically unapologetic game. It leans hard left, anti-authoritarian and anti-corporate. If that speaks to your table, it gives you a coherent lens and a lot of fuel. If it doesn't, the book still encourages hacking the system to reflect your own politics. The design isn't preachy, it's deliberate. So what might not work for everyone? The tone is serious, sometimes bleak, and often grounded in real-world injustice. For players used to escapism, that might feel a bit heavy. This is a game that expects you to bring in headlines and ask hard questions. It's rewarding, but it's not always comfortable. While the core is Fate, the modifications around stress, disposable characters, and resource use could use more examples or summaries. New Fate players might bounce off the customizations. It's not hard, but it assumes familiarity. And finally, you don't improve your stats. There's no XP, no power curve. That fits the theme, but it also risks player disengagement. You get new gear and new missions and new reputation, but not personal progress, and for some that might be a deal breaker. Activate is sharp, principled, and designed with intention. It's less about action and more about consequence. You won't be saving the world wearing a cape, you'll be saving it with a USB drive, a burner phone, and a carefully planned leak. For the right group, it's brilliant. For the wrong one, though, it'll feel like homework. But if you've ever wanted to roleplay in the pages of Wired, or The Intercept, or a cyberpunk docudrama, this is one of the few games that delivers. I'm giving Activate a focused 8 out of 10. Smart, subversive, and unapologetically current. That's it from Stand In and Deliver, Honest Reviews Borrowed Platform. If there's another one of Grimm's titles you want me to crack open before he gets back online, let me know. And if you wanted to get a copy of Activate, there's a link down in the description box below. I've been Simon, he's still Grimm. See you next time.